It's an interesting question because my eldest sister and my, my elder sisters, I, three and three brothers and three sisters. Um, one of my eldest sisters remembers that I was very much animated an actress as a little girl. So I think my how do you say, your natural, my essence, my, is that to be playful. I believe it is for most kids. It's just demonstrated in different ways. And to reach out, and I've heard from my mother that she was like that before the war, and from, people who knew her. So what I do think happened, however, is, as I alluded to earlier, over time, because of my parents' discomfort with who they were and their unhappiness within the confines of my family, when people, hurt people, as the old adage, right? When people aren't happy with, the truth of who they are, they like to find fault in others. And it was also a very loving form of, they tried to protect me the best way they could. I don't blame them, like, one gazillionth, quadrillionth of an iota. So I really hid within myself, to the point where I remember at one point, I believe I wrote about this in the memoir. I don't know if you read this particular chapter, but when I was living in Toronto at one point, my PTSD was so magnificent. Well, I would literally stay inside my little apartment for 24-hour stretches at a time, and try to numb myself with food and eat a lot and sit in a chair and not move, because I was terrified of looking somebody in the eye and seeing what their reaction was, because I expected them to hate me, which is, and the thing is, when you're taught that people are going to kill you for the truth of who you are, whether you're hiding your Jewishness, whether you're not in the Knish closet or in some other kind of closet, when you feel you have to closet the honest essence, your God-given, source-given, whatever you want to call it, goddess-given, the big, matzo ball juggler in the sky. I believe we come from the light, from God, and that we are all that in our core. And when you have to push down, who you are, and because you've been programmed to believe you're going to get killed for it, then my experience was it became systemic, and I believe there was something really deeply wrong with me. Why else would people want to kill me for just being who I was? And so I played out that character. And so no, I was certainly not somebody who, I always loved color and fashion and those things, so I found quieter ways to exhibit my personality. But when I got on stage at Yuck Yucks, which is, the Canadian comedy chain, is similar to the American improv chain, something lit up in me. I was, there were times when I got on stage in either inside somebody else's script. So it wasn't my story, so I couldn't be blamed for being, for being demonstrative, for shining. And when I started to do comedy, and I heard the laughter, it was riveting. It was so exciting to me. And so it was the beginning. But of course, reprogramming ourselves after we're indoctrinated with these, dark negative beliefs takes time. You got to, upgrade your 2.0.